क्या हो भैया?
Welcome to Learn Short and Typing with Vikas sir. Exercise number 40. Legal matter 600 words at the rate 100 word per minute. Be ready? Start. Mitko was further restrained from making any agreement in relation to the amount with SOC without leave of the court. In the order, it is also noted that UIL had tried to intervene but also not been allowed to intervene. Though Mitko initially contested the said suit and issues were framed but subsequently was proceeded against ex parte. Stop. I may also mention that UIL upon Mitko being proceeded ex parte on 11th February 1987 gave up the claim against SOC earlier impleaded as defendant and order was discharged as the defendant in the suit. The said suit was decreed wide judgment for the sum of rupees 29 lakhs with costs and future interest at the rate of 19.5% per year. In the said judgment, it was also held that the amount of rupees 14 lakhs lying in the account aforesaid of Mitko with the bank was the trust property for the benefit of UIL4. On or about 28 May 1985, Motor Industries Co. Limited instituted suit inter alia against Mitko for recovery of rupees 3 lakhs. Mitko failed to enter appearance in the said suit. Next para. MICO applied for execution of decree in its favor. The said execution was registered. Stop. On 11th August 1987, warrants of attachment in the sum of rupees 3 lakhs out of amount lying to the credit of the Mitko in its account with the bank were issued by this court. Stop. It is noted in the order in the said execution that the warrants of attachment had been received back duly executed and the bank was directed to remit the amount of rupees 3 lakhs to this court. Stop. In the order, it is recorded that a letter had been received from the bank that an amount of rupees 26 lakhs lying in the said bank account had been remitted to the Parliament Street branch of the bank for deposit in the court. In the order, it is recorded that the manager of the Parliament Street branch had informed that the check for rupees 26 lakhs in favor of UIL had been handed over to their advocates. A show cause notice was issued to the bank as to why the amount of rupees 3 lakhs be not recovered from the bank for its failure to remit pursuant to the attachment order of the court. Next para. On or about 8th January 1988, UIL applied for execution of the decree in suit number 16/1983 in its favor. The said execution was registered as execution in its execution. Warrants of attachment of the amount lying in the account with the bank were issued, and it was further ordered that if the amount had been converted into a fixed deposit, the amount due under the said FDR be remitted to the court. It is noted in the order in the said execution that the warrants of attachment had been duly served. It was informed to the court that a sum of rupees 26 lakhs only was lying to the credit of the account in the bank. This court directed the bank to issue a banker's check in favor of the decree holder UIL in the said amount. Stop. On the next date, the representative of the bank appeared before the court and handed over a check for rupees 26 lakhs to UIL. The execution was disposed of. Subsequently, applications were moved by the bank in the said execution for refund of the amount and which are now pending consideration. While the warrants for attachment in execution by MICO were issued and reported to have been served on 11th September 1987, the warrants in execution by UIL were issued and served on 19th April 1988. Full stop.